listening correctly can actually change, yes, change your quality of your life. Now, you might tell yourself, well, I'm always listening. Well, that's even a bigger problem because many times we think that we listen, but no, we don't listen. We might even be quiet, okay, and just do like this with our head and we think we're listening. But again, no, we're not listening. And the problem is, that number one, okay, when you think you're listening and you're not really listening, so you're not even open to all the opportunities that the conversation has. Now, this could be a conversation in any field of life. It could be in relationship, in business, anything, okay? So you think you're listening, but you're actually not. And then you're not even open to all the opportunities that could come out of this conversation. Now, another option is that you know you're not listening, and that's a whole different story, okay? You should understand the importance of listening and how listening can really improve your life and the life of the people you communicate to. When we don't listen, so first, no one will want to listen to us, okay? Let's just make it simple. And we all want to be, we want at least one person to listen to us, not really listen to us, okay? Really be there for us. Now, if we won't do it for other people, forget about someone doing it for you. But it's much more than that, because you also want to listen to people, especially people that you care about. The challenge is that many times, we say we want to listen, and we really do want to listen. But when we listen, we miss so much of the beauty. When I say beauty, I mean so much of the opportunity that is in this conversation, okay? Because through a conversation, maybe someone told you something that could really get your communication with them or your relationship with them to the next step that can really improve your life. But you're missing it. Why? Because you're sitting there or standing, and you're nodding your head, but you're already preparing an answer. Okay, so or an advice. We're not really listening. Okay, and you see, I put my hand here because listen doesn't only mean like this. It's really having your heart open and listening to the person, with no prepared answer, no prepared advice, just listening. Now, like I said, when we don't listen, we miss a chance to improve our life. And I'm sure we don't want to do that, right? What we want to do is listen. Now, how can we improve our listening skill? So, number one, yes, nodding your head is also good, but yes, we want to be quiet, for sure. We want to listen. Or sometimes, repeat the last word that person said, that way they understand that you're actually listening and you're with them, okay? And when from time to time you say, oh, you meant 1, 2, 3, and they're, oh yeah, actually that's what I meant, or they didn't, but you want to be quiet, you want to also listen, to the words that come out of their mouth, and sometimes repeat, that way, they feel that, you appreciate them and you listen to them. Number two is much more than just being quiet. Like we said, don't prepare any advice. Don't prepare any answer in the drawer. That way, like, you're not really listening. You're just quiet, nodding your head, but you want to answer them already before they even start talking. So just listen with no preparing any answer. That brings us to number 3. Number 3 is crucial because from here you could get much more out of the conversation. What do I mean? Curiosity. When you're really curious about the person that is talking with you, you could get this conversation to a whole different level. So if it's right now with your partner, spouse, okay, they're talking to you and there's really something under the surface that bothers them right now. And they're starting a conversation about something else, but if you'll really be curious and ask more questions, you'll get to the core, to what's really bothering them, or something that is really making them happy and they want to share it, and they'll be much more thrilled when you actually understand them. So be curious about the conversation. Be curious about the person that is with you. Each person is a unique individual, so be curious, okay? Now, when you're curious, when it comes to challenges and problems, yes, but a lot of times you get to that core problem. And by the way, it can also be in business. So let's say you want now to purchase a deal and you're negotiating a price. If you're just listening and saying the words, it's nice, it's something, you're quiet, they appreciate it, but if you're really curious, so you understand what's the real challenge over here, what's the real problem, and then you find a solution that is the best for both of you. So this can help you in business, it can help you in relationship, it can help you when you do your fitness training and anything. So be curious when you listen. Now, number 4, realize what is the message behind the words. I'll give you an example. Hi, I hope this video is serving you. I just want to share with you that my belief in life is that you are here to serve a purpose greater than yourself. But in order to do that the best way, you must start with investing in yourself. Enjoy the rest of the video. This week, I had a meeting with an investor, okay, one of our real estate investors. I had a meeting with him. Now he started talking to me about his life and about all the investments that he did and why, you know, he's a little bit more special and why he knows what he's doing, and it kept on going and going. And I was listening, and sometimes I was repeating. I was saying, okay, so you're meaning 1, 2, 3. And by the way, important, you're not doing this to manipulate anyone. When you listen really because you want to improve the communication, to improve your life and the life of the person you're communicating with. Back to us. So he was talking and saying how, you know, kind of, I don't know, bragging, but maybe a little bit about his past investments, and he's special, he's not the regular investor. And he kept on going and going, and then he started talking to me about the rate of return, starting asking like so many questions about the deal and about the rate of return, and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then when I understood that, you know, the rate of return, it's important, but that's not really what was important for him. What was important for him, he wants to feel special. Okay, he wants to feel that, you know, I don't treat him as another investor. Now, I think that each one is special, but he wanted to feel extra special. So I told him, listen, okay, I understand what you're saying. I'll bring in another person from the company, my boss, and we'll sit with you, we'll bring a solution that could be the best solution for you. I know you have plenty of experience, but we'll customize a special solution for you. And I wasn't just saying it for it to feel good. Yes, I also want to feel good. And by the way, if the investment is not for him, amazing, all good. I don't want him to invest. But I listened to what was behind his words of rate of return and all the numbers of the deal. What he was really saying, I want to feel special, provide me with a special investment opportunity. Okay, so it's he never said I'm special in the conversation. Yes, he said he's good at investments, but the main, I think, was about the numbers over there. And when I told him that you know, we're going to have that meeting, he was so thrilled, he was so happy. Now, you know, also at the meeting, it's like, wow, I'm special, I got over here a special offer. Now, if the deal is for him, again, he'll go for it. But the fact is that if I wouldn't have done it, I would just have gave him another, what he asked for in terms of the rates of return. I'm not sure he would have joined the deal. But because I gave him what he was asking for, by not asking through the words, asking through the message that was behind the words, so yeah, then I gave him and I provide him with what he needs. So be curious and many times listen to that message that is behind the words. You could listen to it, you know, the beginning is through the words, but then through the tone of the person, okay, that also means a lot. And through the body language, you know, so they say a certain percentage, but, you know, I never believe that that's exact the percentage. But in general, that, you know, your communication comes through your words, which is only, I think they say around 7%, and then through your tone, and then through your body language. Now, when you sit with someone, when you meet with someone, don't look, okay, wait, why are they moving their hand? They're moving their nose. They're moving their finger. No, like, then you lose your focus and you won't be listening, okay? I spoke one with someone like that, and like, they're not really with you. They're looking at your body to see, is he moving a little bit like this, is he tight? No, relax, okay? Be curious, just understand what is the message behind it. Just by also asking questions, so listening and asking questions, you'll get to the core message behind this conversation. And then, you know, when you do that and you listen well and you get to that core, whatever it is, I said in any field of life, so you take your communication and you take your relationship to the next level. Or if it's in business, you know, you make that business relationship stronger, or you close that deal that you weren't able to close for a very long time because, you know, you didn't want to close with anyone the deal, but when you really listened to him and you gave him also your attention and maybe also solutions for different things that have nothing to do with the deal, now he'll close with you the deal. So be curious, okay? Really be there and listen, okay? Appreciate the person. when you create, well, I won't say create, because that skill is always there, but you need, when you improve it, when you improve that listening skill, you'll see how you make your life better and the life of the people surrounding you. I hope you enjoyed the video and you got some tools to overcome your challenges and light your path. For us to help other people, please press that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget that the most amazing things in life are the one you take for granted.